All right, everybody. So this is topic J5 in IXL, and it's the idea of unit rates. What in the world is a unit rate? Well, first off, if I said you can go to the store and buy a unit of pop, that would mean you just bought one. Unit really just means one. And rate really is just how fast something is changing. So if in this first example, someone said, hey, you are writing about 10 pages every 2 days, let's write that out, 10 pages in 2 days means for every. So we could write this as a fraction by putting a fraction bar and putting 2 days down below. And then what we can do is, notice they put an equal sign. Let's copy that equal sign. They say, keep that rate the same, just reduce it a little bit. How much is that for every 1 day, per day? So we put 1 on the bottom and say, okay, if we reduce this, hey, the cool thing with fractions are they're related by multiplication and division. So how do you get from 2 to 1? You could say you multiply by a half, or many people would just say you divided by 2. Okay, let's do the same to the top to figure out what the equivalent rate would be. 10 divided by 2 would be 5 pages per day. Let's type that in and try another problem. Okay, in this example, it says you have 36 plants in 3 rows. Let's write that out. 36 plants in 3 rows. I'll use abbreviations P and R for plants and rows. Then it says how many plants would that be per row? That refers to 1 row. Well, to get from 3 rows to 1 row, they divide by 3. So let's go ahead and divide by 3 in the top as well. 36 divided by 3 would be 12 plants per row. That makes sense to me because if I plant 12 plants and then that's 1 row, if I did that 3 times, I'd be back to 36 plants in 3 rows. Let's try one more example together. Hey, for this last example, the numbers got a little bigger, but it's all the same type of math. It says we have 702 plants and 27 rows. Wow. Okay, so to get down to how many plants that is per every 1 row, we could actually just say, well, what number do you divide by to get to 1? Any number divided by itself gives you 1. So let's take 702 divided by 27. If you had a calculator, you could type it in, or you could just go work it out. Let's try typing it in. 702 divided by 27, we get 26. Good to know. That would mean they're planting about 26 plants per 1 row. Type in your answer. And this is going to wrap up our 3 examples for unit rates. Now why don't you guys go give it a shot. See you guys later.